Welcome to this video series where I'm going to show you Hahnemühle's paper. I'm Sarah Simon, the Mint Gardener, and I'm a watercolor artist in Seattle, Washington. It's really a pleasure to get to share this paper with you and to showcase their new line. So we're going to be looking at 640 GSM paper, which is 300-pound weight paper, all watercolor paper, but looking at the three different paper textures, which is cold, hot, and rough. So first we're going to look at hot press. Check out how smooth and lovely this texture is. So I'm going to be creating a little wash that has movement and shine on each of the paper surfaces to really showcase how incredible this wet, how the paint moves on this paper. Now, regular hot press paper, you can't make paint move this beautifully, but with the Hahnemühle paper, you really can. It has incredible lifting abilities as well, as you just saw with my dry brush. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the fine line detail that you can achieve with this smooth paper. So here's a nice little leaf that I'm going to also be painting on the cold and rough surfaces, just so you can get an idea of how incredible the paint really does move on this surface. Hot press is ideal for when you want to do any printmaking or scanning of your work. It is smooth, it is lovely, it's 100% cotton. And that takes us to our cold press. So you can see the texture increases. With cold press, it's the most commonly used watercolor paper in the world. And it has that great amount of tooth and texture that allows that paint to sit above the surface and really do its thing. Here again, I'm painting a nice wash on the Hahnemühle paper, cold press, again, 640 GSM, which is 300 pounds. Hahnemühle's great. There are 436 years of paper making history. So they have been in the business for a long time and they know what they're doing, which is very apparent when you use their paper. It is quite decadent. I also love that they are family owned and they have been certified vegan since 1965. It's also really great to note that all Hahnemühle products are certified acid-free and archival. So that means no yellowing. And all of this line is paper, all of this line of paper is 100% cotton. And you can see and you can tell because when you paint on it, that paint, it sits above the surface for just the right amount of time, letting you make the changes that you want as a watercolor artist. It gives you the time to make these lovely changes and to get your painting just so. All right, last but definitely not least is the rough press. So this is an incredible piece of paper. Again, high quality, 100% cotton. But the rough press just takes the cold to a new level. It has that great toothy texture, but just even more depth. I like to think of this rough textured paper as super tough. You can scrub, lift, layer, do all of the things, just like with the cold, but the rough just takes it to one next level. So if you want to do more of the rugged, impressionist look, like can you imagine painting the bark of a tree with this kind of textured paper beneath your paint? You've already had most of the work done for you because of this incredible texture. Gives your pieces more of a rustic look because it collects pools of water in the indentations of the paper and really adds interest to your pieces. I love that Hahnemühle's paper are 100% cotton. It allows you to have such a crisp, beautiful piece, and because it is made of 100% cotton, it makes for a very smooth pool as you're brushing and as you're lifting. It's a really nice piece of paper. They're internally and externally sized, which is also something that I love because it allows for more controlled water absorption and really great color lifting. Again, here I wanted to show the ease with which you can remove the sheet of paper. I just use a butter knife at home. And here I've got all three textured papers side by side. So that was hot, this is cold, and this is rough. And you can see how incredibly thick each page is. I mean, to do a commission on something like this is practically painting in a canvas because of the thickness. It's pretty incredible. I really hope you've enjoyed and you make the purchase for the Hahnemühle, the new line of paper. It's incredible.